Hey, it's SixthGearFreak here with AGG, Average Guys Gaming, and we're doing another game review. And today, guess what? It's not a shooter, ladies and gentlemen. It's a racing game, something different. So let's get into it. Let's see what happens. I haven't played this at all. So as you can see in the background, I've got it going. This is recorded gameplay from earlier and later video that you guys will be seeing. But so like I said, we're doing an overall review. So just so you know, I've played Need for Speed for, I used to play it a lot, I'll be honest with you. I played the Underground, I played Underground 2, I played the Pro Street. When it was more about the racing, that's when I was playing it. I'm a huge car guy. I love cars and bikes. I have a lot of fun with them, and so the older Need for Speeds were right up my alley. It was modifying racing cars. It was fun to me, so that's what I like to play a lot of. But once it started getting into all the chasing and having to escape from the cops all the time, that's kind of when I died down to it, and I just went straight to the sim racing games. Now, this is more of an arcade-based racing game. It's not going to be realistic. I mean, it does have a damage feature to it, which you'll see over there next to the tack. It's where the little wrenches are crossed over. That's where you're going to have your damage marker, and if you go all the way down, it will critically damage and fail your car. Believe me, I know. I had to test it out. But yeah, so it's a lot of fun. Like I said, this is, if you were to take Need for Speed Underground and you were to take Pro Street, put them together, that's pretty much what this gameplay is. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, it is arcadey. There is some stuff that's not realistic. You know, you can power through the curves by holding onto the gas. Your regular brake isn't really used a whole lot. It will lock you up even if you have ABS, which is weird.
Yeah, see, I have a
but
hard time
the handbrake does initiate a lot of your drifts, and you can double tap your gas as a way to initiate drifts as well. As for the game, the graphics are awesome. The cars so far from what I've seen are really sweet. It gives you a lot of variety. There are a lot of different cars in here, as you can see right now on the screen. I mean, we've got a Mercedes, we've got a police that's rocking one of the Camaros. You're racing Civics, you're racing 350Zs. A lot of your street race imports, the police officers in the beginning are going to start off in your Dodge Chargers, and your you'll even see some old school Caprices, Chevy, the bubble donks, I guess is what they are now. But yeah, so there's a lot of different cars. As you progress into the game, your cars start to get a little bit more higher up. You're going to see that the cops do get a little bit better cars too. They're going to have Corvettes. And here in one of the scenes coming up, you're actually going to see one of the police officers on a motorcycle. So they do anticipate you to build your car up and be able to go fast and to really push it. So it is a lot of fun. It is a pretty cool game here. And you'll see later on in the background, we're going to get into the whole customization of it. As far as, like I said, just talking about the racing aspect of the game, it is a pretty cool game. It does have different events that you can go to. You're going to have some circuit events. You're going to have some sprint, all-out races. You're going to have some of your
you got to brake prior to
regular. Even they've got a couple little track things put in there. As you see right here, we've got a little bit of a circuit race going on. I'm a little bit of a BMW guy, so I went ahead and with the cars that they give you in the beginning, you've got a old Ford Mustang. You've got this BMW E30 here in 3. You've also got a you've also got a Nissan S13 as well as an older Camaro. So being that the BMW was there, I had to pick it. That was just my choice. The options on the game are lots. There is a lot of different things to choose from. it is definitely a game that you are going to be able to waste a lot of time on. You're going to be able to mess around with and change all different types of things. And as we really start to pick up here into the second half of the video, when we start getting into the customization, I'll be able to show you guys some more of the details. There is a lot of thought into this game. They do have a lot of different things going on. And then you've got your daytime and you've got your nighttime events. As you see in the background right now, we've got nighttime going. I'm trying to figure out this car. So your nighttime events are going to be for your rep. This is going to be where you're going to build
All right, so regular
your
break
rep,
is
and
just
your
for
rep
straight lines.
is going to be what unlocks your tiers. Your tiers is what gives you the different stuff for your
Handbrake
car,
is pretty much everything.
as well as your guy, or your character, I'm sorry. Your daytime events are going to be what's going to give you all your different money. So doing daytime events is what's going to build up your bank, so you get money so that way you can do your hookups. But at nighttime is what you got to do. You got to do your events to build up your reps, so that way you can unlock the different tiers of the stuff that you can get to buy during the day. So they kind of go hand in hand. You can't do you can't do all of one and without doing the other one. So you have to be able to run your daytime events to build up your cash, but you have to also run up your nighttime events so that way you can build up your points and get into the different tiers, so that way you can buy the stuff for the different cars, as well as unlock different things for your character. With your nighttime events, most of them are going to be your sprints. It's going to be just a point A to point B where you've got a bunch of different checkpoints in between. There have been a couple little courses that you will run at nighttime as well. So it is a little bit. It's a little bit of the same stuff, but it's a lot of fun.
Damn.
One of the good things that I do like about this game is the fact
That'll ruin your day in a
running
heartbeat.
into trucks there and not dying. But one of the cool things is that in some of the other past racing games is that we used to call it the invisible wall, where your car would get hung up on one little thing that in a normal game would not stop your car, or in real life, so to say, would not stop your car. But in the video games, it's that invisible wall. It'll put you at a dead stop. With this game, you have the ability, or I don't want to say have the ability, you tend to blow through a lot of different things. So if as you can see in some of the videos, like right there, I took out a light pole and brought it with me, plowed into that van there, and didn't really hurt my car at all. So
Just blowing everything up.
it's really nice. They have a very good mixture of trying to stay somewhat real and trying to stay somewhat arcadey, so that way it keeps you interested and keep you going. And as you can see right here, I don't know if you can hear it, but they're talking about this is the group that you're trying to get into. This is the league. This is what you want to aspire to. These are the creme de la creme of street racers. They get all the cool stuff. They have the cool cars. This is what you want to be in. So in this game, that right there, that's the end of it for you. That's where you want to be. That's what you want to get to. So you're starting off as a noob, so to say, and you got to build yourself up to it. But it is a lot of fun, and we'll give it a second here, and we're going to get to show you the other half of the nighttime events. So, one of the other things while it was up there, the map for this game is pretty wild. It is very big, and you're going to see that there's going to be a lot of spots that they can end up doing some DLCs for and dropping you more area. So you are going to have your inner city, you're going to have your suburban and somewhat country areas that you're going to be able to get into. And it's going to be, I can see the very big potential for this game, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, so yeah, double pumping the gas is a little bit easier drift.
What I just said. All right, so here is where you're going to see, this is the second part of your nighttime events. The cops already noticed me. And, yep, he wants, okay, there we go. Okay, so this is the second half of your nighttime things. So you're going to have to run the different races to help build your rep. But running from the cops, that's the other thing that you're going to have to do. Running from the cops builds up your heat multiplier. So the more heat that you have, the better points that you're going to get for your rep. So
we're going back this way.
This is where that damage factor comes into play on your car, because the cop cars, they are really quick. They are going to catch up to you, so you have to be able to outdrive them. You can smash into them and wreck a cop car, but you got to remember, you do have the damage factor on your car. So if you sit and start smashing into their car, you're going to hurt your car at the same time. Hurting your car is going to make it very hard for you to get away, because even when you start smashing into their cars and you start, hurting them, what they're going to do is they're just going to call more cops. More cops are going to come and get you, and the next thing you know, your car is, beaten and critically damaged, and they're got fresh new cars. So you have to have the ability to outdrive them more than you have to smash into them and wreck them. Now, you can kind of push towards them. If you start driving towards them, they will kind of wreck themselves. You don't necessarily always have to hit them. One thing that I did find out that you'll see here in just a second is that once you escape from the police officers, from the cops, that they start patrolling the area. And if you unfortunately can't see it right now, but right behind my big old head right there are the red lights for the cops. Now, if the cops are still in search, they're kind of blinking around looking for you, you kind of want to stay away from them. And the reason being is because once they see you, it's going to start all over again. And you're going to see it here in just a second, because I go back over here because I was really wanting to do that sprint race. And look, he saw me again. We got to go. So,
all I want to do is this race, and they keep chasing me.
So you have to be careful with what you're doing. So one of the things that was said about with this game is that once you build up enough rep and enough heat, what you kind of want to do is you want to go find a spot to chill out at. You don't want to get into too many of these kind of race or cop chases, because once your heat builds up, they start bringing more and more cops, and next thing you know, instead of just running from one cop, you're going to be running from like 5 or 6 cops. And you see he was beating up on my car, and I've got a little bit of damage up there on my little damage bar. It wasn't as, it could have been worse, but that's what it was, and we escaped. So that's the second part of your nighttime. All right. You've been added to a starter. And that's your little crew that you get in the very beginning once you get in. Now we get into the second part of this game. Now we start talking about the customization. There is so much to customize on these different cars. It's really different. You're going to have different types of motor portions, the parts that you're going to have to put in. Your suspension, you've got your tires, you've got rims. Now your rims, which is funny because rims technically don't count towards considered an actual, performance upgrade, and because they're rims. However, most racers will know that lightened racing rims are actually better for you, but they don't consider it a performance item here on this, so it's okay. But you do have your drivetrain. You've got some auxiliary parts over there, which I haven't been able to unlock yet, so I'm not 100% certain what it is, but the level that they have going on right now, it is really awesome. You can even do motor swaps in here. Some of the motor swaps make sense because they do have the motor swaps that do align up with the certain cars, but then they've got also the wild swaps, which is what a lot of street racers do. They do put in different motors just because of the fact of they've driven other motors and they like that motor, so that's what they're going to run in that car because it makes sense to them. They know how to work it. They know how to get the most out of it, so that's what they're going to use. But like I said, just the customization. One person actually said that there was too much customization in this game. I don't think so. I mean, you can.
Oh my God!
This is really awesome right here. You can change the exhaust sound on your car, so you can make it more droney. You can make it more metallic. You can play with it. It is really nice, just the different abilities and stuff that you can do with the car. And a lot of thought went into this, just doing all these different changes. So if you're a car guy and you do like to do the modifications and you like to build up the different things on the car, this is the game for you. This is a really sweet game. I mean, you can easily spend hours just sitting inside this customization area of your for your vehicles without even having to really play the game, which is pretty crazy.
My God, see, I know that that's all for
No.
looks on this game.
Yep.
There'd be a little bit of that if this was a real racing game, but we're not going to do that.
So you've got different things on this that just build it up, which are really, really awesome. A lot of the different things. I mean, you can change your horn. I mean, that's a lot of detail that somebody went and put into this. And obviously changing paint and adding decals, adding graphics on cars is something else that you can do with it, which is really cool.
All right, Damascus is coming.
Like I said, a lot of thought went into this, and I think that this game has definitely come back to what it should have been. This is more to the car guys aspect of it. I'm not saying that the other Need for Speeds weren't cool and that you couldn't upgrade or do anything like that, but this is back to the street racing. This is back to the racing in general and just the modifications of the cars and making the cars better. So if you're looking for a game that is fun, just in general, I think this is definitely one. If you're a car guy and you're looking for a racing game that you can go in and modify and do races and do some street racing at night and run from the cops, this is definitely your game. I haven't seen too many bad reviews on it at all. I think everybody that has played this game has been in love with it. I'll be honest with you, I purposely stayed away from everybody's videos about the game just because of the fact that I wanted to have my own opinion. I didn't watch anything. I didn't read anything. If it wasn't something that came specifically out from EA, I didn't look at it. And because I just wanted to have, that first impression and keep it to myself and see what it is. So, Overdues, like I said, I'm giving this a big thumbs up. Definitely go grab it if you have the chance. I will be doing a whole series on this on our channel, so come by, check it out. Watch the videos, and you'll see a little bit of this stuff here that was in the background in the first video. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out now and just let you guys watch the remainder of this. All black's not too bad. See, I like some of the Pandem stuff, but when it comes to these old school Beamers, yeah, when it comes to the BMWs, you gotta go DTM on them. Those aren't too. Those are okay. I mean, the BBSs are. Damn, there's a lot of wheels. We ain't going through all that. See, I would do the spokes. I wouldn't do the lip. You got to leave the lip the way it is. That's crazy. Yeah, we are not doing that. Okay. Yeah, see, now we're talking. Now see, that's a DTM style. That's what I have on my car right now. See, that's probably the only thing I would go Pandem on this car. All right, so that was Need for Speed Heat. And when it comes down to it, what am I going to tell you? Oh, I'm telling you to get the game. That's what I'm telling you. This is going to be a pretty cool racing game. Need for Speed has definitely come about and has gone back to what the people wanted with the racing games, and I think they did a really good job. And I think the potential is here to even do way above and beyond. What they've got so far. So, with future DLCs and stuff like that, I think there's a lot of stuff that could be added to this game, and I think that they've got a really big hit on their hands here. So that's our review. That's what we're telling you. We're telling you to go get the game. That's what we're telling you to do. So if you stuck around this long and you've watched our video, do us a favor. Follow that animation, hit our like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell so that way you can always stay up to date on all of our newest content. Do us a favor, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about this review. Do you want to see more reviews? Do you want to see more of this game? Let us know. Tell us something. We greatly appreciate you guys sticking around and watching the video. And until the next time, we'll see you guys later.